G'day, I'm Richard, I'm a handyman in Pāpāmoa. In this video I want to show you how you can replace the glazing putty from around your timber windows. One of the reasons you might want to be replacing the glazing putty is that it's old and tired, or maybe someone's broken your window and you need to replace the glass. This video is not about placing blame. Now this is a job that you can do in situ, but for the ease of filming, I'm going to take this window out so I can put it on a workbench. It's extremely important that when you're working with glass that you use a high level cut protection safety glove. Particularly on this bottom edge, you might find that just a chisel with a bit of pressure will pull that old putty out. Now that you've gotten rid of all the putty, it's time to remove the glass. And we start by removing all the little metal glazing points that stick into the rebate and hold the glass in place. Next it's time to carefully prise the glass out. Finally, I like to give the rebate a quick little sand just to finish it off before we prime. Because I'm going to be using repair care on this particular job, just use the Resene quick dry primer. Repair Care Dry Seal MP creates a better seal, it's more flexible and longer lasting than the old school glazing putties. The next step is to lay in a bead to bed the glass into. Now you're ready to put your pane of glass in. Put some of these glazing points back in. Remove any excess from inside the window. Alright, now it's time for the main event where we seal the front edge of that rebate on the window. The key here is to cut this caulking tube on the right size and the right angle, perfectly lines up with the front edge and the inside edge of the rebate. Now we take a little spatula and really tidy this glazing up. Remember that we want this bottom edge to be at the same height or the same level as that inside of the rebate. Often with these old windows you might find that the putty along the bottom needs replacing, but the putty on the sides and on the top is still in really good condition and just needs a quick sand and a paint. If you're in that position, then it's better to try and match the product that's already there. Now you're going to want to take your putty and slowly squeeze the putty into the rebate. Take your putty knife, lining that tip with the inside edge of the window, squeeze this in and drag it along. The beautiful thing about using putty as a DIYer is that if you're not happy with the result, you can just peel it on out and start again. Give these a bit of a sand up, prime, and then we're into the top coats. I'm going to be top coating with Resene Lustre Acryl Semi-Gloss and Resene Seashell. One tip when you're taping off is to leave a small gap between the edge of the putty and the glass, and that just helps to overlap a small amount of paint onto the glass, stopping any water getting down behind the putty. That's how you can replace a glazing putty on your old timber windows at home. With a little bit of practice, the right products from your local Resene colour shop, you'd be surprised just how easy it is. One more tip before you go, start by working on your windows at the back of the house. By the time you get to the front, you'll be a pro.